Welcome everyone to a new episode of Hanyu Chinese Podcast. I'm Santi, and as always, I'm here with my 很好的朋友 Emmeline. 你好 Emmeline，你怎么样？
Hello, Sandy. Hello, everyone. 我很好，你呢？
还可以，今天你很漂亮。你从哪里来的？
我从家里来的。
Really? You look like that at home.
Yes.
Fantastic. I look like a homeless man at home. I just go with my pajamas. I look terrible.
Get it.
I need to get ready for the podcast. Every time I have a podcast, I mean, I don't put makeup on, but yes, I have to look
But
more
we're all
decent.
wearing black today.
Oh,
That's
yes, matching
something.
colors.
Yes.
Yes. My wife loves black. She's always wearing black. And so
Oh,
slowly I have become like a man in black too, like Will Smith. You know that movie?
nice. Yes, and yes. Steve Jobs.
So, what are we going to learn today, Emmeline? 今天我们学习什么?
Today we are gonna be talking about two very useful words, that is "hai" and "do," and also which will help you express idea of still and all.
Okay, so hi and do, and then we will also talk about my favorite topic, food.
Food.
Love talking about food. Yes, food is the. So we will talk about dishes that we may know already, but maybe we don't know the history behind those dishes. And some of the traditional Chinese dishes, they have existed for over 1,000 years, which it's insane. So we will learn things about those dishes. We will learn how to order food, and we want also to sound more natural when talking about food, and so we will learn some expressions as well. So that's very interesting. We love eating food and talking about food.
Yeah. Perfect.
Very good. So let's start. Let's dive in our episode by saying a dialogue in Chinese. Now, where are we? We are in a restaurant, I suppose.
Yes, we are deciding what to order and discussing our favorite foods. You ready?
Let's do this. And after, we will analyze the meaning of each sentence. Now, I start. 你好，你饿了吗？
我很饿，你想吃什么？
我想吃一碗米饭，还想吃北京烤鸭。
我还想要一盘青菜。我们都需要吃青菜。
你还想要什么？
我还想喝茶。
好啊，我们都喜欢喝茶。
这个饭馆很好，我们下次还来。
Very good, very interesting, and it gave me a good excuse to drink my tea.
Exactly.
Now, we will learn. We have seen in this dialogue two very interesting words, "hai" and "do," and we will learn these words by using some examples from the dialogue as well. Now, let's start. We have first this "hai," which is some kind of an adverb. How does it work? This "hai," what does it mean, and where do we put it?
So, "hai" is something we use when it's still happening, continuing, or adding something extra. For example, what I said, 我还想要一盘青菜. I also wanted a plate of vegetables.
Very good. So in this case, you put "hai" before the verb 想. So it's subject 还 and then the verb, because it's like still and also goes also with a verb. So 我还想要一盘青菜. So it means still and also. This was a very good example. I have another example. For example, 我们下次还来。我们下次还来。This 下次 is next time. 我们下次 we next time 还来 still come. We will still come next time. Hai lai. So in front of a verb, in this case lai, we place hai, still.
Mhm.
Very good. Any other extra tip about this hai?
Well, if you want to say something you still haven't done yet, you can put a may after a hai, like hai may.
Very good. For
Mhm.
example, this sentence that you have here. 他还没喝茶. 他还没喝茶 is something like she hasn't drunk her tea yet. Right?
Exactly.
Very
Yes.
good. And this other, 我还没去中国. I haven't gone to China yet.
Yeah, I haven't
Haven't
been to
been
China.
to China. Yes.
Mhm.
Very good. We haven't been to China. We need to remember that when we use may, we don't need to use le because may already indicates that is past tense. So we know hai or hai may if we want to do a negative. That was very interesting. So we know hai, but what about do? How do we use do?
So, do means all or both. For example, we said it in the text. 我们都喜欢喝茶. We both love to drink tea, and you're drinking one now.
Always. Every time you talk. No, I got this oolong cha from China last week, and it's very interesting. It has other little things. It's a bit fancy. It's a fancy oolong.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, I love oolong. Oolong and Tie Kuan Yin, favorite. I
Very
love
nice.
this. So 我们都喜欢 is we all, and then 喜欢 like whatever whatever. Though again between the subject and the verb, and it's exactly like English. We would say we all like, we all eat, we all want to go. Oh, it would be the same in Chinese. For example, in the text you said, I remember, 我们都需要吃青菜.我们都需要吃青菜. That meant we all need to eat 青菜, vegetables. So that's interesting. Very good. Any other extra tips about this?
Yes. So, do must go before the verb. If you say 我们喜欢都喝茶, that's incorrect. So, for example, we have it here. 我们都喜欢吃米饭. I put it the 都 before 喜欢. We don't put it after. That would feel really strange.
Okay, very good. So in these two words that we have learned today have that thing in common. It's subject, hai or do, and then the verb. Very good. Just like an adverb kind of thing. Very good. That was very interesting. So we have learned these two very useful words. And now we want to ask you a question. If you're listening to us, how would you say in Chinese, we all want to eat dumplings, and I also want to drink tea? So how would you say in Chinese, we all want to eat dumplings, and I also want to drink tea? If you know how to say this in Chinese, in pinyin or in characters, please write it down right now in the comments, and Emmeline and I will check it
Take
out.
a look. Yes.
Because it's not only about recording podcasts, it's also about interacting with our listeners. Very good.
Exactly.
Now, another thing, before we go to the next section, which will be analyzing the dialogue. I forgot to analyze the dialogue. If someone wants to enjoy this podcast, we want to invite you to subscribe to our channel and leave us a like. That's always very appreciated. Now let's go through the podcast that we had, to the dialogue. Let's analyze it together. The first sentence that I said was 你好,你饿了吗?你好,你饿了吗? So 你饿了吗 means are you hungry? 饿 means hungry or being hungry is an adjective. And 了 in this case indicates a change of situations. So wasn't hungry, but now you are. So 你饿了吗? Are you hungry? What else?
So I said 我很饿，你想吃什么？ So I'm very hungry. What do you want to eat?
Very good. And then I said 我想吃一碗米饭. I want to eat a bowl of rice. 还想吃北京烤鸭. And I also want to eat 北京烤鸭 is Peking Duck.
Making the
So the interesting thing is 我还想吃is also want to eat. Blah blah blah. 还想吃. Very good. What else?
So after I said 我还想要一盘青菜, I also wanted a plate of vegetables. And I said 我们都需要吃青菜. We both needed to eat vegetables.
Very interesting. We both or we all, in this case, because it's just you and me, so it means both. 我们都需要吃青菜. Very good. Then I said, 你还想要什么? What else do you want? In literally will be you still want what? 你还想要什么?
I said 我还想喝茶. I also want to drink tea.
好啊，我们都喜欢喝茶. It's good. We all like drinking tea. 我们都喜欢喝茶.
这个饭馆很好. This restaurant is very good. 我们下次还来. We will come back again next time.
Very good. Perfect. So we have learned this new vocabulary, and now we want to talk about something that is very important to me. Food. Very good. So to talk about food, so food is not only about what we eat, there is history behind. And we will start with this dish that we saw in the dialogue, 北京烤鸭. What is this, Emmeline?
Well, so Beijing Kao Ya has been famous over 600 years. Back then, it was only for the emperors to eat, but now it's a dish that you can always have on the street, and it's a must-try dish.
I love Beijing烤鸭, but it's not only because of the duck, the ya, it's also because of the preparation, preparing it yourself. I love this kind of dishes that you need to, get it done, on your own. I don't know, something about it. I love it. But there is also about, we want to talk about Mapo Tofu. This is very interesting. What is the origin of this? The name Mapo Tofu, what does it mean, literally?
So this dish is dated back more than 100 years, and it was created by an LA woman named Mapo. And so she was running a small restaurant and doing this dishes, tofu. So then it became so popular, and it's one of the most famous spicy dishes in China.
It is, and it's delicious. So if you want to have a spicy dish that is vegetarian, but very spicy.
It's my favorite.
Mapo tofu. It can be actually extremely spicy for some people, so be careful. The next one, it's also very interesting. It's la zi qi, la zi qi. So this la that you have here means spicy, and qi it's chicken. So spicy chicken with chilies. Is that the name? Spicy chicken with chilies?
Yeah, yes, it is. And it is packed with crunchy fried chicken and dry pepper. So people say that you have to find the chicken in the chilies because there are so many peppers.
Very good. That happens a lot in like Sichuan cuisine. Like there's more chilies than the rest. So if you see a bunch of
Exactly.
chilies and then some stuff, all the dishes are like that in those areas. Very good. If you like spicy food, I have to say that people know Mexican food to be spicy or maybe Korean food to be spicy. I think that maybe Chinese cuisine has the spiciest dishes, I think, in some areas of China. Not everywhere. Like I think Taiwan is not that spice lover,
No,
uh,
no, not at all.
but Sichuan, yes, you die
Mhm.
there unless you
Exactly.
love spice. Okay, we have this. This is cha shao bao, which is barbecue pork buns, and this is typical in Guangdong cuisine. So in Guangdong they have this dim sum and all these kind of little dishes that come in bamboo. How you call these things? The baskets. Anyway,
Ah,
steam little dishes that is typical in Guangdong cuisine. Very different but delicious. Yeah, you love dumplings?
yeah, yeah, I do. I do. I love them.
I think that there's lots of dumplings and this kind of like steam cuisine in Taiwan as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that is something very common for us to have for dinner or lunch.
Yes, yes. I loved going to Taiwan. Like this, like it's different. The food is different there. But it's also very delicious. Now, question, Emmeline, what do Chinese people have for breakfast?
Oh, we normally would have something like zhou, which is rice, but like mainly is water with rice. It's not soup. It's just called zhou. And then in the zhou, you can have just plain rice zhou, or you can have it with youtiao. Okay, like you can see in the picture on the left, there's a youtiao. And some people could add other things. For example, they have a shrimp or anything. It can be very salty or it can be just plain rice.
This is insane. So you're saying that for breakfast you can have like a congee, of like beans and stuff. That can be normally it's warm, isn't it? It can be
Yeah,
cold,
it
but
is.
normally it's warm. And you have this kind of I'm from Spain, so we will call this churro, and it's exactly like a churro, very similar to churros. Uh, and you can have it with any savory thing. It doesn't matter. Everything goes in. It can be sweet, it can be savory, it can be anything. So, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but like you don't mix with the sweet and savory together.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah, of
just
course. You need to decide.
please do not, please do not.
Okay, good. Yes. I have to say that I had some issues, some trouble eating congee in the past because it is healthy, very healthy, but sometimes it's shocking like how rich it is. Like you eating a meal that it feels like you're having 5 meals in every spoon. Like, yes, very
It's actually
difficult.
very healthy. We eat it especially when you're like sick, you're having a cold and you're having some ache, you eat that. It's easier to swallow.
It is. But I have also issues eating porridge as well. So, yeah, I normally prefer eating churros with chocolate, like dipping churros.
Me too.
That's my,
Me too.
yes, who doesn't? Very good. So we had this homework that we had for you. How do you say in Chinese? We all want to eat dumplings, and I also want to drink tea. How would you say this in Chinese? So, Emmeline, how would we say this in Chinese?
So the answer is 我们都想吃饺子，我还想喝茶。
Very good. Perfect. So that was the answer. 我们都想吃饺子，我还想喝茶. One little thing, 饺子 is dumplings,
Mhm.
but be aware that in Chinese it's different to ask for steam or boiled dumplings and fried dumplings. Fried dumplings are called 锅贴. So if you like
Mhm.
them fried, it's not jiazi, it's 锅贴. Remember,
It's-
because food is important. for you and
Yes.
also for me. Now we have a question that we want to give you as homework. It's this one. So what it is, Emmeline? Do you know?
So the question for you for this week is, we all love Chinese food, and I still want to eat more dumplings. How would you say this in Chinese? And so please leave a comment for us, and we will certainly check it.
Very good. We all love Chinese food, and I still want to eat more dumplings, which is something that we could say in a restaurant. Like if we're in a restaurant, I would say, we all love Chinese food, and I still want to eat some more dumplings. Yes, that
Mhm.
is something I will always say. I want to eat more dumplings. Yes. So, Emmeline, what have we learned today? Let's do a quick recap on everything that has been covered. First, we learned about hai and do. Hai is still, we use it in front of the verb after the subject, and do means all or both if we're only two people, and it goes in the same place between the subject and the verb. So, do and hai, remember, between the subject and the verb. What else have we learned today?
If you want to say something that you haven't done, you use 还没, and then after a verb. So something that you haven't done.
Very good. Perfect. And then we learn a little bit about some traditional dishes that have lots of a few thousand years of history, and how they called, and some interesting facts about them. Very interesting. Now we know what to order next time we go to a Chinese restaurant. Very good. Or what to make for breakfast. Chinese churros without chocolate. We can
Without
eat them with crab and chow.
Yes, with rice. Everything with rice.
Everything with rice. Very good. Now, if you like this podcast and you love learning Chinese with us, what you need to do, go to hanyuchineseschool.com and order your free first class. And on this free first class, you will see how our campus works and how can we offer you the tools that you need to learn Chinese, because every person is different, but all of us in our different circumstances can do the impossible, the seemingly impossible, which is to learn Chinese. It's not impossible. It's possible with good tools and good teachers like Emmeline. Very good. Now,
Thanks.
it's been a pleasure. 我很高兴和你一起学习韩语。我们下次再见面，是吗？Yes.
是的，我们下次再见。
Very good. It's been a pleasure. Big hug, Emmeline, and see you next time. See you,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye bye.